So to create ritual vessels, weapons and tools for use in daily life and for production purposes. Among the items excavated from the Shang city of Zhengzhou was a large bronze ding. It is 1 meter in height and weighs 86 kilograms. People today regard these large bronze ritual vessels as a testament to the glorious achievements of the Shang dynasty.
所以商是一个强势的发展的一个阶段。那么商在物质文化上有些什么大的成就呢？第一个当然还是青铜器，这个青铜器啊，它就种类就更多，体量更大，花纹更精细，当然铸造就更困难。它所承载的技术上的、艺术上的、宗教上的、思想上的这些意蕴呢，就更丰富。
Around the year 1300 BC, King Pangung of the Shang dynasty moved the dynasty's capital city to Yin, and Yin would remain the capital until the year 1046 BC. The ruins of Yin were referred to by a later Han dynasty historian, but the location of the ruins was lost and remained a mystery for many hundreds of years. But then at the end of the 19th century, a farmer in Xiaotun village in Anyang City, Henan province, dug up some animal bones known as dragon bones, which he then sold to a drugstore because their value was far greater than his entire harvest of grain for a year. We don't know how many of these dragon bones were ground into powder to be consumed as Chinese traditional medicine, but it was not until the autumn of 1899 that someone realized their true value. That person was Wang Yirong, at the time a well-known antiquarian and epigraphist. While buying materials to be used in the preparation of some herbal medicines, he noticed some symbols carved into the bones he was purchasing, and that the symbols were very similar to inscriptions seen on items of bronze. He immediately bought all the dragon bones the store had to offer, and after carefully studying them, he concluded that the symbols they bore were characters that were even older than those used in inscriptions on bronze articles. The dragon bones were, in fact, oracle bones from the Shang dynasty era. Wang Yirong had made a major discovery, and with it, he became the first person to discover and collect oracle bones dating back to the Shang dynasty. But just where had these oracle bones, kept secretly by dealers in such antiquities for so long, actually come from? After years of investigation, another epigraphist, Luo Zhenyu, guessed that the oracle bones might have been unearthed from Xiaotun in the town of Anyang in Henan province. And so in the spring of 1915, Luo went to Xiaotun to carry out an investigation. Before long, he realized that Xiaotun was not only the place where the oracle bones had been unearthed, but that it was also the site of the capital city of the Shang dynasty. What he had found was the Yin ruins, as referred to by Han dynasty historians more than 2,000 years ago. Following Luo Zhenyu, famous scholar Wang Guowei carried out textual research on the names of the Shang dynasty kings and their lineage, as recorded in Sima Qian's Records of the Historian. He found that the records in Sima Qian's work agreed with the details carved on the oracle bones and tortoise shells. This proved that history records concerning the Shang dynasty were surprisingly accurate.
甲骨文在1899年得到发现和鉴定，是吧？这件事情不但是中国这个学术上的大事，应该说是全世界的科学史上都是大书特书的一件事啊。现在这个世界的一些讲文化史啊，这个科学史的一些书籍，是吧，都要记载到甲骨文的发现。为什么呢？因为甲骨文的发现呢，它这个不但是这个发现了前所未人没有看到过的这样一种这个重要的古代的这个历史的文献材料而且它最重要的一点是使这个中国的现代考古学得到奠定，因为中国的现代考古学呢就是在殷墟开始。
The Yin ruins are significant, not only for the discovery of the oracle bones, they also tell us a great deal about China at the height of the Bronze Age. Well, in July 2006, the Yin ruins value was recognized when UNESCO named them as a World Cultural Heritage Site.
The discovery of the Yin ruins meant that a great gateway to the Shang dynasty that had been closed for more than 3,000 years had been reopened. But what kind of a world would be revealed as a result? These are the famous Yin ruins located to the northwest of the city of Anyang in Henan province. Over a period of 254 years, Yin, the capital city of Shang, experienced the rule of more than 12 kings over 8 generations. And here, the palaces of those kings and their ancestral temples have been discovered. So far, more than 70 sets of construction foundations have been found in the areas where the palace once stood, and they have revealed that the palaces of the city of Yin were more magnificent in terms of architecture than the royal houses in the Shang dynasty cities of Yanzhou and Zhangzhou. They reveal the striking achievements of the Shang people in what was a glorious time in China's Bronze Age. The area of the Yin ruins so far revealed covers some 20 square kilometers. At present, archaeologists are excavating a road in the city dating back to the Shang dynasty. This road was nearly 10 meters wide, big enough for 4 carriages running side by side. Today, we can enter the halls of the city of Yin, the capital city of the Shang dynasty. Combining horses with carts was a great innovation in the history of human civilization, and it was one that accelerated the course of human history. The structure of a Shang dynasty chariot was very complicated, and the art and craft of making one had reached perfection. To kings, princes, and aristocrats of the Shang dynasty, possessing a carriage symbolized royal status, and owning a fine chariot was an aim well worth pursuing. This is the character for king. When it appears in oracle bone inscriptions, it means the ruler of a country, and it evolved from the character for battle axe. At first, the battle axe was used as a kind of practical weapon, but later it became a ritual article. So far, no more than 10 bronze battle axes have been found at the Yin ruins, and this indicates that only a few people could possess one. Shang dynasty troops were armed with what were at the time the best bronze weapons in the world. They wore bronze helmets and they wore leather suits of armor. Thousands upon thousands of bronze weapons have been unearthed from Shang tombs, including various kinds of bronze daggers and sharp bronze spears. It seems that every adult male had to be prepared to be called upon at any moment to become a lion-hearted fighter for the Shang dynasty. In 1976, Chinese archaeologists discovered a Shang dynasty tomb which, while not particularly large, was highly important as it had never been looted. Inside were thousands of burial articles, including some 468 items of bronze of various types, and some of the types had never been seen before. After removing stains and rust marks from the bronze articles, archaeologists could make out phrases. This one reads Simu Xin, Fu Hao, and Hao, indicating the name of the same person. Fu Hao was the wife of Wu Ding, king of the Shang dynasty, and her name appears as many as 250 times in oracle inscriptions carved on bones and tortoise shells. Up to now, the tomb of Fu Hao is the only tomb of a Shang Dynasty royal family member found at the Yin ruins, for which the occupant and his or her status can be confirmed, and it also includes oracle inscriptions. Not only was Fu Hao highly involved in the state affairs of her era, she was also China's first female general. Fu Hao is also believed to have been a beauty. She had no less than 490 different hairpins, enabling her to appear every day with a new face in front of King Wu Ding. No less than 755 articles of jade have been unearthed from the tomb of Fu Hao, and they include a jade bird, jade horse, jade tiger, jade dragon, and jade phoenix. All of them are lifelike in appearance and reveal that the aristocrats of the era domesticated many pets, including large animals such as the elephant and bear. An elephant pit discovered at the Yin ruins contained a small elephant with a bronze bell tied around its neck.
Clearly, the Shang Dynasty was a time of dramatic improvement in terms of bronze casting techniques. We need look no further than the fabulous items uncovered from the tomb of Fu Hao for evidence of this. But there is one thing that puzzled the archaeologists and historians. Such a rich trove of treasure must have taken vast quantities of copper ore to produce. Yet no traces of copper ore have ever been found in the vicinity of the Yin ruins. So where did the ore come from? For the answer to this question, please tune in next time. And thank you for staying with us on today's New Frontiers. I'm Qi Xiaojun from CCTV International. Bye for now.